All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from Austin, Texas. My name's Will DeFries. To my left, David, that dog rough.
Did y'all see where Baby Gronk just stole Livy from the Drip King? Like, I'm seeing that he rizzed up Livy.
Yeah.
And now they're saying that he has W Riz.
It was a big Riz play for him.
Who's the Drip King in all this?
He's the Drip King. So some are saying that Baby Gronk is the new Drip King now.
Oh.
So I don't know. I'm just seeing this. There's a lot of news yesterday, and this kind of fell by the wayside. But yeah, he rizzed up Livy and took her from the Drip King.
I missed that news because ever since he decommitted from Texas, I kind of just shut him out. I actually muted Baby Gronk on Twitter, so I don't see any more of his shit because he's dead to me. So
yeah, he was on his visit to LSU, and Livy greeted him. And some are saying that she rizzed him up. So we don't really know.
Huh.
How old is Baby Gronk?
Hard to say.
Like 28, 29?
12-ish? I don't know. 11? See, he's Gronk, but he's a baby version of him.
So he's Gronk's little brother?
No.
No relation at all?
No.
He just plays football.
Okay, that changes things.
Yeah.
That changes my interest level in Baby Gronk. I thought he was Gronk's like little brother this entire time.
No, he's just a little shithead with a mullet whose dad's just like trying to make him become famous on the internet.
But he's got W Riz.
I guess. Yeah.
What do you mean? You saying he doesn't? You saying he has L Riz? I don't understand what you're saying.
I don't even know what we're talking about, honestly. I know that he met Livy Dunn.
Jeez, I don't know. I'm just trying to be topical with pop culture news and the news of the day. This was the top of CNN.com.
To my right in the studio, to Dave's right in the studio as well, Mr. Rizzed himself, Dylan Shivery.
Thanks for the intro, Will. A little bit low energy, but I'll accept it nonetheless. I did play.
You know my energy right now.
He just Jeb Bushed you.
You called him David that dog rough.
You don't like El Rizzed? I would say that's actually much better than that dog.
Yeah, I mean,
no offense, Dave. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize to you, Dave.
Considering that you have El Riz, like for him to do that is pretty nice.
I played in a softball game last night. Adult co-ed softball. Okay.
You were it was kind of like a replacements kind of thing.
It was, yeah. I filled in for Dan, who famously partially tore his calf muscle.
Did Dan go to the game?
No.
Oh, wow.
Glaring lack of Dan.
Not a good teammate.
He need a jackhammer in the dugout.
Not a good teammate.
To be fair,
hard.
to come to his defense a little bit, it's a hike to get out there. It is far away. Anyway, it took me a couple innings to get my feet under me. But I feel like I had a decent performance out there. Randy's not bad.
What do those stats look like for you?
I went 1 for 2. I had a sack fly, so that wipes one AB out. I went 1 for 2. Made a couple errors in the field, but then I settled in and I was useful out there.
Throwing errors or fielding?
Throwing.
Did you lose it in the lights?
No. Man, I'll tell you what. If you don't play for a long time, you have to like recalibrate your release with those things. I was thrown all over the place. I finally got it honed in after a while, but it's not easy to get back out there.
Where were you in the batting lineup?
Coach Brett put me in the 4-hole. Clean.
Where did he put himself?
3.
Is Brett considered the manager of this team?
I don't know. Brett's good.
I figured he
that
would.
shouldn't surprise anybody.
I asked who was the best player on the team the other day, and Brett did the thing where he said, "I'm going to let Randy answer this one," because he knew that he wanted the answer.
Love that. That's
It's
a great
Brett.
move.
It's probably Brett. Yeah, he's good.
Well, he's young. He's much younger than you are, so he should be able to move a little easier.
Mm-hmm. My last AB, I got into one finally.
Pissed on it.
I sent it out there. Yeah.
Did y'all win?
No.
Final score?
Oh, fuck.
12-6-ish?
Ooh, you guys got work.
12-7.
So was this a defense problem or a pitching problem?
It wasn't a pitching problem. Well, the first guy who pitched for us, who's filling in for an injured Fulton Oil and Gas, actually.
How did he get hurt?
Fogs.
Oh, not. Yeah, he's sick, not injured, sick. He couldn't find the plate, so Brett then started pitching, and he did pretty well.
Did they,
Sounds like he got lit up.
Is it still one of those deals? I haven't played
Well, it's
softball
slow
in a
pitch
very long
softball.
time.
You're supposed to get lit up.
Is it still the play to where you lob it like as high up as you can reasonably do it, or like because like
That's hard to do.
it
and
is hard to
control
do, but it's really hard to hit. But
Yeah.
but sometimes you get people who they'll lob it in there not on a rope, but like a little more velocity, and it's much easier to
Those
hit.
are easier to hit for sure. Yeah, that wasn't part of the game last night, really.
I have an extreme hesitancy to do anything competitive in this capacity at this point, based on the younger people's injuries that I've seen in recent memory.
I did quite a bit of stretching.
Good.
I didn't pull anything. I am a bit sore today downstairs.
You haven't
My
used
legs
those
are sore.
muscles. You haven't used those muscles in a while.
That's not true. I work out and I do sprints and stuff. But for
Do you do
whatever
lateral
reason-
movements when you work out?
No,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a straight line
Exactly,
guy.
dude.
Damn, Will just hit you with some shit. Will went
Yeah.
physio.
Arm
Yeah,
feels good,
I've been
though.
taking some classes at UT lately, kind of sports science centric
Yeah,
kind of
hell
stuff.
A holistic approach.
Yeah. Emphasis on whole. What's up?
Hey, what's your exit velo on that last AB?
Randy can speak to it. There was no one out there was mad. There's no track man.
Probably a Randy question here. Randy, what's y'all's run differential this year?
5. I don't know, but I will say Dylan hit the farthest ball that I've seen all season from any team.
Wow.
Whoa.
Thanks, Randy.
That's big.
I didn't want to be the one to say it, but I got into it.
Nice, dude. So
Yeah.
what's your ops looking like?
My opponents?
Or yours? Your OPS.
Oh,
The ops hate this. We know that.
Probably somewhere around 900 at this point.
Sick.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're somewhere slightly above a replacement level player, which is ironic because
Yeah.
you are a replacement
I
level
started
player.
slow, like I said, but I settled in and I contributed.
I wish we had video of that hit.
Me too.
I feel like that would be a good clip.
That would have been great.
I'm glad that the people in this office were in the game and, focused. I kind of would have loved to see some video of you out there. I think that's a miss.
I guess our video guy is too busy playing.
Too busy getting 3 runs.
Where are you in the lineup?
Lead
One.
off.
So you were in the dugout when Dylan was at bat at least once, right?
Probably, yeah.
Randy got probably 2-3 hits last night and played a solid outfield.
Dumb question. I've got plenty of them. Metal bats?
Yes.
They should outlaw those, but it's for another day.
Wow.
Maybe if we would have answered a question about if we were commissioner of a sport on our Patreon that we dropped yesterday, maybe I could have answered that.
It's called Exactly 5 Minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Listeners submit their topics. Talk about them for exactly 5 minutes on patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast. It's a fun time. We actually had some very good questions yesterday. Some very good ones yesterday. One of my favorite exactly 5 minutes to date. But more importantly, please go to youtube.com/circlingback. Go subscribe. Are you guys prepared?
Is this your review of the week?
It's Will's 5-star review of the week. We got a new backer. You guys familiar with Seacrest? I don't think it's Ryan.
Oh, then no.
It says Kings be Kings.
Yep.
Been on a circling back hiatus since early 2022 due to Dylan's trash COVID takes that haven't aged well and stressed me out too much. Just to be
What?
clear, I'm pretty sure that our COVID takes were very in line with the general thinking for a long time.
What did I
So,
say that was controversial?
all week? I don't think anything. So that's not fair.
Well, thanks for coming back.
The reason I'm reading his review is not because of that, and
Okay.
I think you got unfairly singled out there because
Sheesh.
I think if anyone had some more aggressive COVID takes, I think it was me.
I played it safe during COVID, but I wasn't extreme to one end or the other.
I'll just say
I
this.
simply just didn't want people to die.
I was ground floor lab leak theory.
okay.
It's fine.
I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, I don't want to see people die.
Well, this guy said he spent the last 6 weeks catching up on 186 episodes.
Wow.
He said it took as long as it did because I had to pause to binge watch White Lotus season 2,
Mm-hmm.
The Menu, Succession, and countless other TV shows and movies mentioned, all out of fear of spoilers.
This guy's been on his media grind.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Are people still getting mad about COVID takes? Like, come on, get over it. Figure it out.
Did I say something that was extra woke or
I don't
something
know.
one day?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like I'm not very woke when it
No,
comes to COVID.
if anyone's, I've had a couple people, like especially listeners, be like, "Oh yeah," like make like COVID things toward me, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry that I wanted people to be safe." That's
Yeah.
that's how I look at it.
Huh.
I had some bad golf takes. I wasn't pleased with like a lot of people playing a lot of golf in the beginning, but I think that was mainly out of jealousy. That makes sense.
So was that a 5-star review?
It was. They're all 5-star, Dave. No one
Thank
leaves
you.
anything but 5-star
Thank
reviews
you.
for us.
Thanks for coming back and watching all of the shows that we've mentioned. I hope you're up on Barry.
I wasn't gonna play golf until I saw that they put the little pool noodle in the hole. That saved us all.
I think that's one we'd all like back.
what the hell was that?
Considering that it wasn't transmitted that way.
What the hell was
Felt
that?
like we'd like it
That was
back.
pitiful. So you didn't have to take the pin out. So people were just
okay.
people were just firing the ball at the pin and calling it a good putt.
There was some bad golf being played at
So you
that time.
didn't have to touch the pin. I just now put that together. Or you told me. That's why
I felt a responsibility as like, we have a podcast. I felt a responsibility to skew more on the side of caution than not. That's the way that I looked at it. Because I was like, well, I don't know. I don't want to get exposed later for just being, the worst.
We don't need to get into this.
Nah.
any more than we already
COVID's
have.
over. We defeated the invisible enemy.
That's right.
Don't no longer have to see the stats when you log on to New York Times. It's great. Before we get into it today, let's talk about Muggsy. Muggsy has the most comfortable jeans, chinos, and joggers ever. Made from buttery soft, patented stretch materials that look stylish but are insanely comfortable. They're never too baggy, never too tight. We had a little happy hour sesh with the Muggsy boys at one point last year. Went to their store in Austin, Texas, and it was great. Their store gave me an opportunity to see some of the other stuff in their rotation, which I was very impressed
I was
with.
about to say the exact same thing. They offered some products that I didn't realize they offered, and I had to get my hands on.
They're more than just a denim company, my friends. These guys have everything. They even just dropped their Cool Max denim that's like air conditioners for your legs. Sign me up. I'm a sweat boy.
I'm a real cool man.
They spent years in the lab developing the most breathable jeans ever, designed with lightweight fibers to ensure a cool breeze with every single step. And these jeans come in enough colors to make a pack of crayons jealous. Or crowns, as people in Texas call them. These are the only jeans you'll wear this summer. Go from the backyard barbecue to the bar, all in one swift motion, all summer long, baby, just like Kid Rock.
Did Sally ever sell those tickets?
Now, if anybody needs any Kid Rock tickets for the Moody Center in Austin, Texas, please hit your boy up.
I might go and I might wear my Muggsy jeans.
You're gonna skip Intern Klein's wedding to go to the Kid Rock concert.
I might do it.
Okay.
I can do both. I did a Old 97 show and then a Isbell concert the same night. I can do a wedding and a Kid Rock concert.
Screw it. I guess
basically the same thing.
We're all wearing our Muggsy to Klein's wedding. Can't wait.
He's going to love that.
Oh, yeah. Head over to Muggsy.com. You can get 10% off now using code SEAM. That's 10% off the most premium jeans, chinos, swimwear, and shorts on the internet. Muggsy also offers free shipping and returns, so there's absolutely no risk. You'd love to see that. If you're in Chicago or Austin, guess what? Head downtown. You can find a store. They got storefronts, easy vibes every time. You can even enjoy beer as you shop. My favorite kind of store.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that?
And if you're in Boston and D.C., all we're saying is keep an eye out because there might be a Muggsy store coming this month. Big time. But yeah, 10% off using code STEAM over at Muggsy.com. Go make it happen. Do we need to go back to talking about the story of the day yesterday? Rizzed up, baby Gronk.
I mean, look, I don't know how much time you guys want to spend on that, but it is kind of a big deal if he really did steal Livy from the Drip King.
Where were you guys when you heard about Livy and the Drip King? How many text messages y'all have on your phone when you walked into the office yesterday and the PGA Tour LIV news had dropped?
Who is the
28.
Drip King?
At least 28.
I had over
Caleb-
60, which is a lot for me, and it was one of those moments where I was like, "Oh man, I cannot wait to get on Twitter, and I cannot wait to get in the group chat."
I was so horny to be in the know that I think I saw it right before I left my house. And I did the deal that I think most people did where they checked to make sure that was really the CNBC Twitter account. And I was like, okay. So I sent it to a group text, got on the road, probably dropped my son off at daycare. Hopefully I did that. And I almost like pulled over just because it was like so much information. I was like, I don't want to be 10 minutes late on this. I want to know what's going down.
I still feel like we don't have all the information. I
We
mean,
don't.
what we know is that the Public Investment Fund has made a investment in the PGA Tour, I guess.
The PIF. Going forward, we'll call it the PIF.
Dude, Piff Dog.
It's the investment arm of Saudi Arabia.
M&A, bro.
Sovereign wealth fund.
At this point, I feel like the Saudis are going to own every part of my life. Really, the sports that I watch the most of these days are golf and soccer. And with the PIF yesterday scooping up the PGA Tour. What?
Sorry.
The PIF getting the PGA Tour yesterday, they've also made a play at Manchester United with their 5th and final bid. And so I'm just kind of sitting here like, cool, everything's just ruled by the Saudis now.
Who do they already have in soccer? Don't they have a
Newcastle.
Premier League?
Newcastle United.
Okay.
That's kind of the underlying thing for me. Like they're slowly growing their reach over all of sports.
That's the literal point.
And I know, but it's
gonna be NBA soon. It's gonna be everywhere. You probably over the weekend, maybe not, but you recently have used a platform that the PIF has a board seat on. Of course, I'm talking about Uber. $3.5 billion investment in Uber. So it's everywhere.
Here's a question I have. Here's a question I have that has nothing to do with the PGA Tour. What is stopping this public investment fund from from somehow getting their hands on like a private secondary education institution? Could they potentially buy a college, a private school, and splash NIL money on these kids, and suddenly they have an entire different revenue stream that completely flips the college system on its head?
Sure.
I mean, I don't know what logistics it would take in order to buy a private college, but like, look, it's all weird to me.
It's really difficult to say no to a lot of money. I understand that. At some point, someone's got to like put their foot down and be like, no, they can't just keep spreading their influence over the whole fucking world like this. The
tour tried.
I know, but
they barely lasted a year.
Even the fucking PGA Tour caved in.
So a local tie here. I'm reading at least the first few notes of a Wall Street Journal.
You love the Wall Street Journal clicks.
Texas A&M's unreported foreign funding. Why the school says $100 million from Russia and Qatar is exempt from reporting requirements. Interesting. I'd love to give you more, but again, it's a paywall thing. It's a paywall play. And I'm not prepared. I'm just saying. So yes, there is money to answer your question. Well,
I hate the momentum they have in all of this. It's really frustrating.
They are executing on their plan.
Executing,
and it's also working. Like, I mean, it's working from a PR standpoint. I think, like, even Rory's saying that like he hates LIV, but LIV is going to go. Like, I mean, yeah, LIV is going to go away. The format of that league is going to go away. The separation,
dude. I liked it.
Like, yeah, like obviously, it's who cares that it's really that part's going away, but the investment part's not going away.
It's just like golf, but louder. That was the thing about LIV, and that's what I liked about it. And it's like, oh, there's my favorite player. Only he's wearing shorts. That's cool. That's crazy. And he's not wearing pants.
I guess like all those details haven't been ironed out yet, right? Like
hardly.
Like
it sounds like hardly any details have been ironed out.
Framework's there. There's a lot of heavy lifting to do. Got to iron out the details.
I do think that if they keep one thing from LIV, it should be the shorts. I want to see these guys' calves in real time.
As long as Tiger has a tour card and is still playing twice a year, which may or may not happen, I don't want to see him in shorts. I guess if they let him have the option of pants, then that's fine.
Tiger always hits us with that like 13-inch inseam.
I know, and he's got like 45 belt loops on his.
Seeing how a dude can rock shorts changes the Riz that surrounds that dude, and I think we need to have some Riz ratings for the PGA Tour boys.
Ooh, okay.
How do you feel about Jay Monahan at this point?
I think he's the world's biggest cuck, and I think that
I
think that anyone that supports him within the PGA Tour is an adjacent cuck. Like, I think that
I agree.
He has replaced several people in my on my shit list. He has replaced so many names. It's crazy.
Yeah, he looks like an absolute clown in all this. He was very outspoken about LIV and being against LIV and being against what they stand for and where the money's coming from. And then to make this decision, he looks like an absolute clown.
Do you think it's a bad look to a year ago at the Canadian Open to cite the 9/11 families as a reason, like the people who went to live, the defectors, should be ashamed, and you know, to kind of hide behind them, and then a year later, almost the day, have this happen.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, you know, all that.
Leveraging like a
Bygones
serious,
be bygones. You 9/11'd us, fine.
leveraging a very serious like thing like that against. I mean, you ask for loyalty from your PGA Tour members and being like, you know, yeah, I understand that they want to pay you a bunch of money, but like think about the families of 9/11 and what they did and all that. And then if I'm a PGA Tour player who turned down a lot of LIV money to stay loyal to the tour, I would be so fucking pissed off at this dude right now.
That's why I was bummed about Rory's press conference this morning, because while Rory said a lot of things that were very anti-LIV and anti-public investment fund, he also said a lot of things that are a big change of tune of what he's said this entire time. And it's just a bummer for me. Like, I don't fault Rory. Rory has no power in this situation, obviously. I said yesterday in the office, like, I thought Rory knew that this was going to happen. I no longer think that. I do think that he was in the dark. But, like, it just doesn't, it's just a bummer to hear even Rory just kind of like, you know, all right, I guess this is how it is. You know, money talks.
So one of the biggest players in this deal is a guy named Jimmy Dunn. It's not a household name by any means, but finance bros, they probably know who he is. And he is on the board of the PGA Tour. Big money guy, one of the founders of Sandler, O'Neill and Partners. And he's pretty instrumental in orchestrating this. Interesting point, because his office in 2001, the office of the company he founded, was in one of the towers. And I believe his company lost somewhere between 60 and 70 people in 9/11.
Oh my God.
And now we're here. So
what about the players? Surely there are members of the PGA Tour who are like very principled people, and like just we're so against LIV for reasons, you know, because of the whole 9/11 stuff, but in human rights and the dismembering of the American journalists, all this stuff. They're like, no, I don't want to play for LIV. I'm fine making a good living on the PGA Tour. Now they have like no choice. Like, what are they going to stop playing golf for their career? You know, like they're forced to play under this umbrella of just.
One thing we haven't seen, or at least I haven't seen on my timeline anywhere, is people saying like, "Oh, I'm never going to watch, never going to do this." Like, the sports washing it's going to be complete when it comes to the tour eventually.
I watched an interview with Bryson DeChambeau on CNN this morning.
I haven't watched that yet, and it's mainly I'm just avoiding it. I'm scared.
He basically said like, "Look, it's been over 20 years since 9/11. It's time to move on to like, you know."
What?
Yeah, it's time to move on, and let's push everything forward. And it's like, that's easy for you to say, man. You're getting paid a lot of money.
The woman doing that interview, I thought she pressed him a little bit. I would once like to see a journalist be like, let's dig in on that. Because like, what specifically about 9/11? Like, what do you think that their involvement was? I want to see somebody squirm and try to get out of that.
He gave the answer about 9/11, and she said, well, you know, it's not just about 9/11, right? And then she mentioned that the journalist who was killed. And he gave just another, like, you know, boilerplate answer to that.
Yeah, I think I agree with the sentiment of anything like this, NBA, NFL. If you quote follow the money, you're going to end up finding money that comes from a bad place. Like in almost everything, it's something that large. But to have the execs, to have Monahan, like actually just do this 180 after citing the 9/11 families and all that, is just,
it's such a bad look for him.
It's such a bad look, and
he's got to go.
He is going, this new entity that they're creating. Like, so the PGA Tour is not going away, and it's still going to be the nonprofit, right? They're creating this new entity, with the PIF money, with the Saudi money, and he's going to be the CEO. So I don't think he's going anywhere.
No, I don't think he is either, and it's crazy to me that he's not going to. And maybe one of you can explain this to me more. But like, even though the tour is going to maintain its nonprofit status, like there's still going to be a for-profit arm of this entire operation that kind of makes the phrase nonprofit go away from me in general. Like, oh, we're a nonprofit over here, but if you want to make some money, we can set you up with our friends over here. Like, it's okay,
that's pretty interesting to think about how it's all going to operate. But yeah, I mean, like now, I mean, so the tour before couldn't, you know, how did LIV get those guys? They big, insane signing bonuses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tour couldn't do that. Now with this, if you know, they want to drop the bag on some hot shot, who's the kid out of Texas, Cole Hammer? I don't know why I thought of Cole Hammer. Then they can do that. You can write him a check now because they got the PIF money and it's a new entity, so they can do all that. So I don't know.
This whole thing stinks.
It stinks, and yesterday was exhaust. Like, you know, very few times you have a day online where you're like exhausted from like one thing. But yesterday was fucking exhausting.
I got so tired of hearing people talk about it on
I
the
did
golf
too,
channel in
man.
the office yesterday. I was like, we got to turn on something else. Like this is annoying me at this point. Brandel looked like he just drank 20 beers last night and got 2 hours of sleep when he did his interview. It is kind of fun seeing Brandel squirm though.
Yeah, I mean, he can maintain his position. He's not gonna. He was always against it, and against it for those reasons. Nobody rode for the tour harder than Brandel, and it is awkward now. I wonder what his future at the Golf Channel looks like. I don't imagine he would go anywhere, but I don't know. I don't know how that works with, like, you know.
Yeah, how do you keep
Saudi-
covering golf?
Check out this
Since
pie
you've been-
chart, Dave, of the Premier League teams and their owners' net worth. Can you see that more than 3/4 of that is all black in Newcastle United? Would you be concerned if you were another football club right now? Would that concern you?
That's pretty crazy.
Isn't that scary?
God, dude.
Sorry, I should have sent this to Randy before,
Jeez.
but it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, the net worth of these Saudi owners is much different. But it's a weird thing. Like, I've obviously been critical of, you know, the public investment fund. I think many people have, justifiably. I don't know what I'll do if they buy Manchester United. Like, it's going to be a very weird, it's going to feel weird for me to be like so anti, but then they buy my favorite interest in sports. What am I going to do?
It was so easy for me to be like, oh, I'm not watching LIV golf. Fuck that league. And plus, it was on the CW. No one was watching.
It was
CW.
real easy for all of us to just shit on, but now it's like,
what am I? I'm not going to watch golf.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
yeah,
This
I'm
is-
essentially
I
going to be
mean-
like a fucking little bitch version of Jay Monahan when I start like watching all this,
You're,
which is eventually going to happen. Like, I'm not going to watch. I can't act like I'm not going to.
oil, man. Not going anywhere. Still kind of runs the world.
Yeah.
I thought per Beyonce, girls ran the world, Dave.
Yeah.
I wish that was the case.
The Saudis don't think that, I think.
Oh, famously.
Famously not.
So, like, think about this. If the PIF gets word, like, say that they're online and they see that Baby Gronk's taking a visit to LSU.
Okay.
And they see he just rizzed up Livy.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we got to send this guy. We got to get this guy. Let's sign him.
He needs a
They
bag.
can do that.
Sure.
Have you thought about that?
No, I haven't. No. It's interesting though.
Did you like all the, I say all the, there wasn't, I didn't see too many LIV guys, like actual players, like spiking the football. Taylor Gooch hit you with the Las Ventanas
Yeah.
margarita pick. And then you got, you know, Phil with the smiley face. I mean,
Awesome day. Per Phil.
It just sucks that it's just about money for these guys. Like I get it. I'm not in a position to like turn down tens of millions of dollars like there. So who am I to speak on this? But it's just like, and they're like rubbing it in our face. Like, yeah, like I'm doing really well. Like it is what it is. Like, fuck you. We're just fans that want to watch golf.
Did Brooks brick his Brandel tweet a little bit, saying welfare check instead of wellness check? The phrase is definitely wellness check over welfare check, right?
interesting.
I think
I feel
both
like
make
they
sense.
can play, but yeah, I think I mean, even if he did wellness check, it's still not a good tweet.
Yeah.
But so those guys all have to apply for tour for their, you know, get back on the tour, and there's going to be, I guess there's a review board of some sort, or there will be.
I saw
don't
one person
know.
comment like, would they make these guys like pay a penalty for leaving and then come back? Like,
I think that's in play.
I think it's in play. That seems aggressive. I think there might be some of these guys that are like, well, is what I would pay to get back on the PGA worse than what I could pay to retire right now?
It's a great point.
Or, I mean, worse than the money that I could just keep and do? I don't know. There's so many angles to this that it's almost difficult to talk about.
Yeah.
I am kind of bummed that LIV is as a tour is going away because it has brought a lot of fun days on Twitter. Just I don't know.
I'm gonna
when the four aces drop their team pick, or something.
I'm gonna miss looking at the numbers that they did on Twitter. Just being like, man, like they have so much money behind them, but like the Niblets have like 2,000 Twitter followers. It's still just funny to me. It was fun to laugh at, and
it was fun to make fun of the fact that no one was watching it either.
It's gonna be crazy to see what the purse sizes do in these tournaments. It's gonna be crazy. Are they gonna do a team aspect?
That's yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think they're going to incorporate that, and that's great because that is, if done right, that is cool.
Are they going to rename all this?
The new entity has yet to be named, but I don't think the PGA Tour.
Okay, so all the branding is going to remain consistent. I kind of wanted a new logo for the PGA Tour just to see how bad it was going to be.
I love that thought. Who's the young lady on social media that does like the revamped logos for NFL teams?
I don't know, but she's really good at it.
Have you seen the new one that's popped up?
The golf.
So there's the old one who started doing really well, but she was kind of doing it as a joke.
Oh, I saw.
I think that's who I saw.
I saw one do a redesign of the Brooklyn Nets logo that was really
So there's
sick.
a girl who's been doing some TikTok redesigns lately, and her stuff is incredible.
Yeah,
I am so impressed by what she's doing.
Oh, okay, I think the one I saw was like just doing a bit.
Yeah, the girl that was doing a bit was great.
Someone's like actually very talented at it.
The girl that was doing a bit was great.
We should do a Will DeFreeze because you said that you were in another life an art teacher. The Will DeFreeze revamped PGA Tour with Piff, a little Piff injection logo.
I could probably do that.
So we essentially went through this entire year. How long has this been?
A year.
2 years. All just for LIV to eventually go away and for Saudi Arabia through the PIF get a seat at the table and like further their reach.
This was a swift movement by them. I have to admit I'm impressed. I'm impressed. They unraveled the PGA Tour so quickly compared to what I thought they would actually do. I thought this was going to be a long, long war.
Yeah.
I think old Jay was a little worried about what might come out in the old discovery process of them lawsuits.
Yes, that's the most interesting part to me at this point is I want to know what happened. Is there any you have probably taken in more content than me on this. Is there any chance that we see what some of these skellies could be?
All pending lawsuits at this point will be dropped. So now you may see, you may have like some third parties that want to jump in. You may have some tour players who might want to not be happy and may have standing to bring a suit against the tour, Jay Monahan. Who knows? But yeah, but that's the thing. They knew going into this that there was a chance they were going to have to open the books. A very good chance. If this thing, there's no way they realistically thought they could just wait out the LIV tour with Saudi Arabia. They've got endless amounts of money. They can keep throwing money at lawsuits, whereas like the tour can't. So they knew at some point it may get to they may have to make a decision like, do we really want that email conversation coming out in Discovery, or do we want to just merge?
Did I read correctly from, I forget which one of the NLU guys tweeted this, but that they were spending up to $30 million a year in legal fees?
Sounds about right.
I don't think Watch could sustain that.
Those are like $1,500 an hour attorneys.
How can a nonprofit have so much money on hand that they can afford that kind of stuff for so long?
Tax exempt. Must be nice.
Must be nice.
We should do that.
Yeah. Should we be a nonprofit?
501c6?
Sure.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about the logistics of nonprofits and their effect on the economy.
I'm glad you brought that up, Will. Are you familiar with the Church of Latter-day? I'm kidding.
Dude, shout out to Scientology.
We're not going to shout out Scientology.
Dude, major shouts to Scientology.
Dude, sneaky tax exempt, right?
So corrupt.
Scientologists?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're killing it.
I looked over. We were walking in New York, and we were in this like really nice neighborhood. We're walking down the street. I look over at this building, and just straight up, just like Church of Scientology, massive building in one of the nicest areas. And it was like, oh, cool.
There's one on Hancock in Austin. It's the name of a street, Hancock.
Herbie?
Oh.
There's a Church of Scientology. It's not big, though.
Might have
your
to go check
little
that out.
your little neighborhood Scientology.
I've been looking to make some more friends lately. I'm thinking I might go check it out.
They will accept you.
I feel like I'm on a list, and if I went into one of them, they would like act all nice, and then suddenly I'd have like a fucking lacrosse ball duct taped to my mouth, and I'd be getting my fucking dick hit with like a mace.
Really?
Yeah.
They would just be checking your what is it? Your tan? I don't know. I feel like Randy would know.
You'd be holding those cans.
The other thing
That
is they
thing?
test
Oh,
your
yeah.
they test your thing. I wanted to say tannins, but isn't that like what's in wine?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
shout out to
very
all the
dumb.
tannins.
I don't know what they look for.
Yeah,
there.
my buddy Tannen came over.
Yeah.
He brought these 2 chicks.
Then what happened?
They were fucking fine.
They were cool. They were cool chicks. We hung out, smoked weed. Hey, good play to get your Love Island bottle up there, Will.
Yeah, I thought I'd
just-
give a little shout out.
It's just kind of alphaing Dorn.
Yeah. The Love Island started. None of us have watched any episodes yet, right?
No,
It did start.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's
to be clear, we're going to do it on the Hulu schedule.
We haven't really talked it out yet, but I guess.
I feel like that's the best play.
I don't know. All I know is that I'm ready to see some more fit bods on my television screen.
Wow. Okay.
That's good, dude.
All right.
What you just did there?
That's very impressive.
Let me ask
man.
you guys a question.
W Riz
We're in the
here.
6th month of the year right now. How are you guys' New Year's resolutions holding up? I know, Dave, you said you want to have a 6-pack, like a straight up, like maybe even an 8-pack by the end of the year.
Oh, yeah.
What was mine?
Yours? I think you wanted to be a trap guy. So you were going to try to work on your traps. It doesn't seem like you've done much of that as your traps look weak and small.
Fuck you.
Maybe you need to start using Fitbod. If you're looking to take your workout to the next level, check out Fitbod. The Fitbod app creates a workout program that's personalized to your goals, fitness level, and available equipment, and it learns from your previous workouts and adapts as you improve. It's the perfect companion to help you crush your fitness goals this summer. So start making progress towards those fitness goals with a 25% off deal of a Fitbod subscription. You know, summer's here, boys. It's pool season.
It's here. We got 100-degree temps coming down the pipe. Not good. So you're going to be popping top. You're going to have your short shorts on.
It's pool season, David.
If you're going
better
to be
get your
sweating, you might as
Fitbod
well
in.
sweat with Fitbod.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I love the body weight workouts. If I'm short on time or if I'm on a trip or something, throw it on, boom.
All you
Doing some air squats, doing it all.
All you have to do is pick a fitness goal, select your equipment, and Fitbod creates a custom workout for you. So whether you've been missing the gym lately, you've hit a plateau, they will build a workout plan that's individualized to you. The app switches up your exercises to avoid overtraining or burnout while keeping your workouts fresh and fun. And your program also changes based on the personal progress for maximized results. So whether you work out in a weight room or your living room, Fitbod, yeah, they got you covered. Learn new movements right away with over 1,400 demonstration videos, and a full year of Fitbod is less than the cost of one single session with a personal trainer. Facts. There's no better time to level up your fitness habit. Try Fitbod today. Get 25% off your subscription or try the app for free at fitbod.me/steam. That's fitbod.me/steam. There's been a lot of talk about alligators and crocodiles on this podcast, historically speaking. And this story last night kind of blew my mind a little bit.
I'm catching up here and is currently blowing my mind.
Yo, like I know we've questioned some things about, you know, crocodiles and alligators in the past. Dave has famously questioned whether or not they're immortal.
Yes, I have questioned that.
But are we ready to question whether or not what's going on here? This says that in January 2018, a female crocodile in a Costa Rican zoo laid a clutch of eggs, which was peculiar. Can't say that word.
It's a tough one.
She'd been living alone for 16 years. So how'd she get pregnant? How'd she lay these eggs?
I don't know.
This says while crocodiles can lay sterile eggs that don't develop, some of this clutch looked quite normal. And one of them, in a plot twist familiar to anyone who has watched Jurassic Park, continued to mature in an incubator. And in this case, life did not find a way. Whoever wrote this column is doing so much as the egg eventually yielded a perfectly formed but stillborn baby crocodile.
Oh,
So it's a little sad here.
The term is parthenogenesis, a
Okay.
reproductive strategy that involves development of a female gamete without fertilization. Dinosaurs were known to be able to do this.
I don't get it.
I don't either. Maybe there was a male croc who snuck into her enclosure at some point and then dipped out in the.
So you
the
think
night.
this was like a Clarissa Explains It All situation where Sam tossed a ladder up on that second floor window, crawled up at night, absolutely mashed Clarissa's cheeks all night, and then this happened.
Just smashed those cheeks to smithereens and got out of there. Just dipped.
She put on that Melissa Etheridge CD.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, his little croc legs were crawling up that ladder. Then down
Melissa
the ladder,
Etheridge.
and then
Okay.
the rest is history.
It's kind of like in Dawson's Creek when like Joey, she always crawls into Dawson's bedroom and they watch Steven Spielberg movies together. It's just like that.
Or like when Jesse gets addicted to caffeine pills to study for the SAT, and Zach just like jumps over from his window, like, "What the fuck's going on? You on drugs?" She's like, "Kinda. They're just caffeine pills."
I'm so
Dude,
excited.
I get it. I get how she had a breakdown after too much caffeine.
I'm so scared.
Like I used to make fun of that, but now that I've become a little bitch when it comes to caffeine, like I get it.
Hey, it's an entertaining show, but you're also going to learn a little something. Well, take away.
Yeah, I
for
learned
you.
not to
Don't
take
do
caffeine in
drugs.
pill form.
Don't do drugs.
Do you think she was
David.
boofing him?
No.
I think do you think Jesse
that
Spano
out of
ever
bounds?
considered railing a caffeine pill?
Ooh. I mean, if it would give her the edge, then yeah.
Did Zach ever take a stab at her?
No, I don't think they ever.
That's
Did
That's
they
a
ever
friendship
kiss?
violation. Although he took a run at Kelly, right?
Zach?
No, AC.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Bayside High was kind of a cesspool when it came to the fucking, you know?
I
Like
think
they were
Zach-
all going after each other a little bit.
Zach and Lisa had a moment.
Which I'm not Turtle, Screech. I'm thinking Lisa Turtle. Screech probably did not appreciate it.
No, he didn't. I think he actually ripped Zach's shirt right there by the lockers.
That was shitty, man. I actually was in a class one time where a kid got in a fight and one of the kids ripped the other kid's shirt and the kid just had to sit there all day with the ripped shirt and I just felt awful for the kid.
Oh.
I would have just taken it off.
It was brutal.
I told you about the time I ripped that kid's pocket off his t-shirt.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It was,
Was
man.
it a pledge?
No, we were in gym class and we were in the weight room. And to be fair, it was like his workout shirt. It wasn't the one he was wearing like at school.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
That's more understandable.
And I said, say I won't. And he said, you won't. And so I did. And it ripped the whole chunk out of his shirt.
Was this like one of your buddies or is this a bullying
No,
thing?
it was a younger kid.
Oh, this is bullying. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
I'm
Baseball
sorry,
guys
man.
doing weird shit.
I'm sorry, bro.
We're burying the lead here. Like, what did you guys think when Tori showed up at Bayside High?
Which one's Tori?
She was the one with the
Leather
leather
jacket.
jacket.
She was a bad
Oh,
girl.
yeah.
Did you guys ever watch any other like Saved by the Bell like versions?
Yeah, I pretty much watched all of them except for the reboot.
They had like the new class. They had like the
No.
college years.
I just stuck with the
You
Yeah,
didn't
Mike Golick Jr.'s
Uncle. Yeah, dude. How did we not talk to him about that?
He probably, I don't know.
No, I don't think he does get it
There
that
was something
much.
else we were supposed to talk about that we completely didn't talk about.
Like a crocodile having
might have Succession.
having an immaculate conception.
We're crushing this crocodile.
You want to know
segment.
what other animals use parthenogenesis?
Yeah,
Green flies,
I don't know what a green fly is, but
stick insects,
stick bugs.
water fleas, scorpions, termites, and honeybees.
Interesting. No sex.
They're capable. I think they still might be doing some fucking, but they don't need it.
How much of a bummer would it
Very
be if you got
independent.
reincarnated as like a water flea and you were like, "Fuck"?
Yeah, that's a sad existence.
Or just flee.
That'd be
That'd be
tight.
cool.
He's like 5'4".
Wait,
okay, but he's flea.
yeah. He played Woodstock with just a sock on his penis,
Yeah,
David.
I've seen his penis.
Did he?
Yeah. Actually, I don't even think he had a sock on. I think he just went dick out for Woodstock.
Yeah, he might have
That's a
been
lot, man.
Yeah, but they also like inspired everyone to like try to burn the entire like, you know, festival down. So I think they were kind of wild boys. They didn't really care.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do have some fish, some lizards. Interesting. Yeah, this is. I don't know what they're. Are they gonna do further examination of this croc or what?
I don't know. I wish it wasn't stillborn, man. Makes me sad.
Yeah, that's tough.
Because like if you think about it, like it died before it could live forever.
Why don't we
they didn't put it in a vacuum yet.
Mm-hmm.
why don't we test the theory that these things can live forever in the right environment?
There probably is someone out there doing it.
It's a long
They don't
play,
know
though.
they're doing it.
It's a long play. You can't figure it out in like 2 years.
It's literally the longest play.
right. Takes your whole life.
I've never,
it works.
I've never understood, and I think I've talked about this before, but I've never understood how the giant clock and Hook fell on Hook and
No.
ate him.
Didn't make any sense.
Like he didn't chew him, he didn't like eat him up. It just fell on him, and suddenly Hook was gone.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that all morning.
I just have big. Maybe we need to get Ross on here and talk this out because I know he's a big Hook guy.
It's like the video of that chick on a scooter that fell and then just went down the drainage thing in the sidewalk. Remember that, Randy?
The storm,
Wait, is that
the
a
storm gutter?
Storm.
I
drain,
don't
yeah.
think I've seen that video.
She just disappeared. It's like a top 3 fear from your childhood is getting stuck down in there, and maybe
She's-
like Pennywise comes out.
She's on like a moped or something.
Really?
and
What song are they going to play when they come out?
Okay.
She's crossing in like through an intersection. She gets clipped.
Oh, here we go.
And she just rolls into a storm drain. She goes down, and they have to like take the street apart to get her out.
What if that would have happened to Duda when he got hit by that Prius?
Here we go. Randy's playing the video.
I don't know if I want to.
Dude,
Say,
look.
oh no!
She's okay. She's got a helmet.
That sign does not say stop, so this is not in the U.S.
Says pare.
Here we go, Randy. You're doing some producing.
She gets clipped, and then just straight down, she disappears into the street.
Wow! Thank you to Fail Army for hitting us with that video,
Bro.
What
if
do
I
you
go
do
to
when
a
this
bar and
happens?
Fail Army's on.
Look, they
I
had
know
to
I'm in a
take the
cool bar.
sidewalk up.
If you're walking down the street, and you hear someone yelling from a gutter, like "Help me!" Like there's a part of me that's like, nah, I might keep walking.
I've seen this movie before. I'm not doing that.
Hey, Dylan, I need a little help down here. We all float.
I like the people who go
Pennywise.
tie little red balloons on
I haven't heard that song.
storm drains, like around Halloween.
99 red balloons.
Floating in the summer sky. Last night, I was having trouble sleeping, so I decided I was going to check out these VR goggles from Apple.
You bought some.
I didn't buy any. You can't buy them yet.
You know more about these than we do.
Okay.
I watched a little clip that
Speak for yourself,
shows
sir.
some of the features. Well,
I know all about this shit. I'm very into
How do you guys feel about these? How do you guys feel about VR in general?
I'm not a big VR guy.
I was a Power Rangers kid, not VR. Troopers.
Okay.
I don't even know what VR Troopers is.
This is the
Bootleg.
kind of product that I'll wait until people use them for a while, and then they're like, it's worth it. You're gonna love them. Give it a shot. They're like, okay, I'll pull trig now. I'm not gonna be one of the first in line, or even close to it.
I feel like because these are put out by Apple, they're getting too much of a pass. I'm an Apple head. Pretty much all the electronics I own are Apple. When I get accessories for them, I usually go Apple accessories. I like the consistency. I like knowing that if I have an issue, I don't have to go to like some third party and complain about their charger or something. So I just go all Apple. And I have to admit, like I'm kind of I am intrigued by these. The thing that's killing me is that one, you look like a fucking nerd.
You're never gonna look cool with VR.
Are these
No.
privacy of your own home goggles, or can you step out? In
You
them?
can step out in them. They have the battery is not actually in the goggles. It's a cord that connects to the goggles, and then you like put that little like battery pack in your pocket or something. So you'd have to have
What?
that on you at all times.
Oh, that's a drawback.
Yeah, they said something during so I watched the entire presentation on the goggles last night in preparation for the pod, and they pretty much said like plugged in, they have an all-day battery life. It's like,
Yeah, no
they're
shit.
plugged in, Tim Cook. Fucking dumbass.
that's a.
So does my laptop, dude.
the second version will have that cord will be missing.
These to me are going to be something where I will hear that one of my buddies has it. I'm going to go to his place and I'm going to get my like shit rocked and be like, wow, this is pretty cool. And then I'm going to get the version 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till they lose that cord.
Can you imagine though? There's going to be a time where we're sitting on a plane and no one's going to be like, it's not just like headphones on anymore. People are going to be wearing these goggles and like doing stuff.
Imagine looking over at Randy and you know he's just fighting off tentacles and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like he's just in a battle over there.
There are certain things that
brick.
look really cool. Like you can have a movie playing in your own environment. So let's say we're in the studio right now. Like the movie could be playing right there, or you can make it all look like a beautiful mountainscape with like a river going through it. And so you have this like zen to it. And I'm intrigued by that part. I'm intrigued by the meditative aspects of this.
Are there any VR goggles out there on the market currently that have the television aspect or movie aspect to it, or is
I
it
don't
just
know.
like you're walking around doing like?
Have you guys
VR
ever
shit?
used them before?
I've used like a very very basic version. That's not.
My old roommate had a pair of VR goggles. He didn't use them. I never saw him actually use them very often. It was mainly just like, oh, I've got these goggles. Do you want to see what they look like or want to see how they work? And the only time I ever did it was, and I knew it was a slippery slope when I started using it, he set me up so it would look like I was sitting in a park and there were fireworks going on. And it was sweet.
Didn't we do VR goggles at the some golf event where we flew drones?
Yeah.
Fake
that's
AR,
what,
VR.
That was at the Dell match play. Dave and I did like these VR goggles where we also had to do like flying a drone, and it didn't go well.
I almost blew chunks. It honestly made me nauseous.
Really?
It was hard flying the drone, yeah.
But like now this is going to, I mean, I don't know how fast it'll do it, but it'll eventually replace computers. We're not going to have these anymore. We're not going to need these anymore because you can just sit there and you can type on your keyboard to the thing that's in front of you. You control everything by your eyes and your hands. You click by tapping your fingers together.
Yeah, but when you use that thing, you're closed off to your environment around you. I mean, that people aren't always. Not everyone's gonna, adopt this shit.
The scary thing for me is I'm worried that once people start doing it, and it's just going to snowball. And suddenly we're all just sitting there with these dork-ass goggles on, hanging out with each other as if we're face-to-face. Don't get me wrong. Like, I would love to have a very 3D experience meeting, like call with my parents and stuff. But I'm worried that if I start doing that and I start going down that road, I'm going to turn into that, like, Landry from Friday Night Lights episode of Black Mirror.
Like, touch some grass, bro.
How do video calls work, though, if you have these goggles on? They can't see your face.
There is a way to do it. They can take like 3D. So these goggles can take essentially 3D images that you can save, and you can relive the moment in the goggles for the rest of your life. But the issue with that is that if let's say I'm watching Fritz blow out the candles of his 3rd birthday cake, then suddenly I'm the douchebag who has got these goggles on while my son's celebrating his birthday.
You can relive like actual moments in 3D?
Yes.
Fritz, he sees you walk out with those on and thinks, he's like, holy shit, he got Daft Punk.
Holy shit, we're going, or holy shit, I'm going on a ski trip.
I think we're missing one of the obvious uses of that is like having sex with these things on.
Yeah, Tim Cook didn't talk about fucking.
Yeah,
you know that this is part of the reason he wants them.
Jacking it.
I mean, if you got some bomb ass
But
sex with the goggles
you need
on,
to
you
convince
can relive it.
But you got to convince your partner that they should be okay with you fucking with goggles on.
Hey, you don't have to tell tales out of school, but
She'll have them on too.
You ever done any of that action with some goggles on? Just any kind of goggles?
Sex with goggles on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like maybe beer goggles or anything.
Beer goggles, or could be swim goggles.
I don't think I've ever had sex with goggles on. No, Dave.
Okay.
Thanks for asking.
You never got the goggles. Cool.
No,
Goggles is a good word.
it's fine.
There are really cool aspects to this. There are so many nerdy aspects to this. I'm afraid that I'm going to end up just completely falling in.
Yeah, but the more people who start to get them, it's going to be less nerdy over time.
I know.
That's how these things work.
I don't know how to feel.
We should get some for the office. Just one set.
Reliving moments like that, that's crazy to think about.
But like, are you okay knowing that like in one of the like huge moments of your son's life that you're sitting there with like
You
these
got
goggles
goggles
on?
on?
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get over that right now.
But I was going to take it back to the sex thing again.
But like, remember like back in the day, like
Yeah, go ahead.
everyone's dad had like the giant ass camcorder walking around. Like that's kind of a
Sick.
dork look. But now we're just gonna be like dudes wearing like
Yeah.
Oakley ski goggles.
Hey, babe, you mind if I put these on real quick just to capture the moment?
Sorry, babe. Goggles stay on.
Yeah, babe. Goggles stay on during sex.
Couldn't you be conceivably just watching something else while doing it?
Yeah. Like watching the ball game while,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, look, got a pennant race here. We're in the stretch.
What, we're penis stretching now?
Okay.
Rangers on one, Dave.
Well, got some tough news yesterday.
Yeah, that's true.
But you know what?
Oh, I saw you guys sign a new pitcher, Tommy John.
That's good.
It's not good.
It's good. Man, that stings.
The one I said it, I think I said it before. The one thing that will really change my tune is if they make watching sports incredible. And I think they will, and I think it'll be fucking sick.
Dude, imagine like it's like you're in wherever your team plays. I was trying to name the stadium. Where do they play? Wembley?
The Theater of Dreams, Dave, Old Trafford.
Yeah, Old Trafford. And you got it on, the sound is good, it's booming. It's like you're there, man, but you're not.
That's what scares me, though. Like I also think it'd be really cool to be immersive in like a concert. I mean, it would change enthusiasm of going to concerts if you could feel like you were fully immersed there and you had surround sound in your ears and everything sounded incredible. Because wouldn't you rather sit on your
That'd be
couch
cool.
doing that rather than sitting in a nosebleed section with bad audio? I
That'd
know
be
it's cool to see people that you love, but like if you can get a fully immersive concert experience, that changes everything.
Yeah, I'm not saying no to these. I'm saying I'm going to wait and see.
And you don't have to walk away from the concert covered in dirt, just sweating, feeling gross about yourself.
Spending $16 on a Labatt Blue.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean I don't know why Labatt has to take L's right
Dude,
now.
You could be at the resort with Taylor Gooch.
Yeah,
You could be.
that'd be so sick.
Yeah, it would be.
What's up, Gooch man?
Dude, what's up, man? How about this news?
Oh yeah,
What's
you
going
said you
on?
wanted to get these goggles so you could scope some gooch.
Stop it. It's a great resort, though.
the Gooch man.
Did you guys hear that in the background?
No,
I thought I heard like some wind chimes outside. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's just that chime is winning.
That one.
Good money habits start with your very first paycheck. Nothing feels better than getting that first paycheck, boys. And if you just scored your first job, you've got an opportunity to jumpstart a healthy financial journey. When you sign up for Chime and link a qualifying direct deposit, you get access to benefits like getting paid up to 2 days early and fee-free overdraft up to $200. They'll float you. And with Chime, there are no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and no deposit required to become a member. So sign up for a Chime banking account today and link your paycheck. It only takes 2 minutes and it doesn't affect your credit score. Get started at chime.com/steam. That's chime.com/steam. I do have a disclosure for you guys, though. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank NA or Stride Bank NA, members FDIC. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on payer. Spot Me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. See chime.com/spotme for details. Pete Davidson's been in the news lately, boys. Did you guys see his PETA phone call that he made? Apparently, PETA got mad at him for getting a new dog, and they got mad at him for shopping, not adopting.
Ah,
PETA's got time for that.
he called PETA.
So he called PETA, and he said, "Hey, what if I'm allergic? What if I need a hypoallergenic John?" He didn't say it in those
It's
words.
a fair counterpoint.
Is that what he got? He get a doodle?
I don't know. I didn't even see. Like honestly,
I could see him rolling with the doodle.
I try to ignore PETA stuff. I kind of respect their game in a way, but like they take it too far.
They take it
Y'all
quite
gotta
far.
chill out.
Yeah,
Y'all gotta chill out.
that purebred needs a home too, right?
Yeah, it just depends on let's not get into that. We've already gone down the COVID road today. I don't think we need to go
You're
down
right.
the
Let's
adopting
just shut
versus
up.
shopping road.
Adopting is a wonderful option. Everyone should consider it.
Well, apparently, Pete Davidson and Colin Jost. He's your favorite stand-up comedian, Colin Jost, right, Dave?
I've never actually seen his stand up. I do like Colin Jost. I thought he did a fine job on Weekend Update.
He's actually pretty good on Weekend Update. I like he and Michael Che
Yeah,
together.
they have a good thing.
Well, Pete Davidson's been called the king of Staten Island, and now he's the captain of Staten Island because he bought a decommissioned Staten Island ferry boat.
Yeah.
And he apparently did it while high, which is actually a relief to hear because it would be much worse if he did this sober. Do you think he just said he was high so he didn't have to say that he bought this boat? There's a lot of people criticizing him saying that these two don't understand what goes into actually running a ferry service.
Wait, so they're not actually trying to make it like a runnable service, right? They just bought it for a bit.
I think they just bought it for a bit.
Yeah, they probably, you know what? Those people are right. Those critics, they don't know how to run a ferry service. That's part of this deal.
Kevin Hennessy, who captained the ship until it was decommissioned, told the New York Daily News, quote, "I wish these guys luck with the project, but they're going to need some help. They had good intentions, but this is an impulse buy by two guys with a lot of money who don't know anything about maritime vessels."
Yeah.
Dude, if your boy Kevin says you don't know something about maritime vessels, that's on site.
Something
Dude,
tells
yeah,
me
it's-
they're not going to see this through. They're gonna offload this ferry onto somebody else. Probably at a loss, but they're not going to.
What if they did make it a thing? What if they did get it operable, got rid of the roaches, the asbestos, made it a ferry, and they used it?
Let's get rid of some roaches.
Then they sold the rights to the story, and it's We Bought a Boat from the makers of We Bought a Zoo. We bought a boat.
Randy, did you keep track? Did you get your stopwatch out?
I forgot to get the stopwatch out.
Well, I put this in the rundown yesterday and said something about it. And Randy said to me, I cannot wait to see when Dave makes a We Bought a Zoo reference. Randy called his shot. I actually, to Randy's credit, in my mind, I thought to myself, you know what? I don't know if Dave will do We Bought a Zoo.
No,
I don't know if he'll do
You
it.
can count on that.
Buying a zoo would be way tighter than buying a decommissioned ferry boat.
I don't want to buy either one.
Yeah, both seem annoying.
Yeah, you're responsible for a lot of exotic animals with the zoo.
Pete is going to get mad at you either way if you're buying a zoo or a puppy.
I prefer my animals in their natural habitats, David. Actually,
I prefer mine in a vacuum so they can live forever.
Nothing
how do you
sucks
fit 'em
like
in
a
the vacuum?
Dyson.
I'm a Bissell boy. I've switched. I've retired from the Dyson game. I'm officially all in on Bissell.
That's huge, man.
Yeah, they call me the Bissell Missile.
You guys are just talking about my We Bought a Zoo references when I'm not here. Is this what happens,
Mhm.
Randy?
Yep.
I'm gone?
I think you're in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Tell the world. Yeah. I'm
Dude, I
sure
thought
was
it was a
in
good
there.
movie, man. I actually enjoyed We Bought a Zoo.
I never saw it.
I thought it was good. I might have been under the influence of something on a Sunday night when I just needed to feel like some kind of positive emotion in life. But
Do they actually buy the zoo, or is that like a metaphor?
no, they bought a zoo, dude.
Oh, they literally buy a zoo. It's
Yeah,
not like,
yeah. Matt Damon was like, "Yo,
bought
I'm
a
trying to be a
zoo."
zookeeper, dog."
Oh, sick. Maybe I'll check that out. Right after I start jury duty.
Why are you?
I don't know. It's not that's not cool. It's a good show.
So you
I'm
didn't
sure.
like the first episode of Jury Duty, or you didn't like it enough to keep watching?
it. I made the mistake of trying to watch it while there was very, very exciting playoff hockey that involved my team.
Is it
And
true?
It just wasn't. I was trying to do both, and it just didn't work.
Is it true that lawyers might not have as positive a view of this because it just seems so much more far fetched to people that are in the know compared to Dylan and I, who have famously never been in on trial for anything?
So
That you know of.
that is part of it. and
Murder
I
was the
didn't-
case that they gave me.
I didn't want to say that because it's really. It's just like that's not. There's no way to sound like
No, I've been
not
told
like
this.
a douche.
I've been told
on the
this.
show, at least though.
I think that's understandable.
Yeah, that is part of it.
It's the same. Like honestly, it's the same reason that there's parts of Ted Lasso that are super cringy to soccer fans, and English people don't like Ted Lasso.
Oh, so you watch it through the "this would never happen" lens?
No, I tried not to, but there's some stuff I'm like, procedurally, yeah.
But it
So
works
it's
because
fine.
it works because the greater amount of people, myself included, are
100%.
dumb when it comes to
Hundo
the
P.
law. Should we buy this boat off Pete Davidson and Colin Jost? It could get us an in to talk to them and maybe get them on the pod at some point if we bought the boat from them.
Oh my God, what if he bought this boat so he could potentially still Livy
What if we
from
just
Baby Gronk with his Riz? He's got W Riz. We know that.
He has Hall of Fame Riz.
Oh my God.
what if instead of buying a boat, we bought a moat? Bought it from the old lodge.
We could just make a
I
moat.
thought you were about to jump into an ad read. I
No,
was like, what? How is this possible?
we could do a moat.
We could get a construction crew here this weekend. Get started on.
How annoyed would our landlords be if we put in a moat?
Hey, you
Probably
guys,
violate
you
numerous
guys put
terms.
in a moat? Like, yeah,
There's room. I mean, we have the entire perimeter of this office. Like, we could actually put in a moat if we wanted to.
that's where we're gonna keep our crocodile that we're gonna
have to be a salt moat.
that's gonna live forever.
We gotta
I have
be
a
running
name
salt
for
through
it.
that thing.
Can we call it the Lazy Rizzer?
I don't know, man.
Boy, thinking
don't
about
love
like
that.
my times at Hurricane Harbor, Wet and Wild, getting in lazy rivers in general. Boy, that thing was just PP all
Oh,
the way.
Schlitterbahn.
Yeah.
Just all the PP.
And you know who was contributing to that, PP,
Me.
David?
me.
Your boy.
I'd spend 4 hours.
Literally
straight.
everyone in there.
I'd spend 4 hours straight in that lazy river in Schlitterbahn.
Oh my God, so great.
My dad, we went to, have you guys ever heard of Wisconsin Dells? Randy's
No.
heard of them. Have you been to the Dells, Randy? Yeah, we went there one time and my dad said we got into a big wave pool and he looked around and it took him all of 2 seconds to be like, we're getting out of this wave pool. This isn't happening anymore. Just piss everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of pee.
There's like bridges at Hurricane Harbor, that little walkways that go over the lazy river, so you're going under it. And we thought we were so hilarious. We would splash the people on the bridge,
They're already wet.
and we're like, "Dude, we fucking got it." They're at a water park.
Yeah,
They're probably not that upset with you.
those are huge days. I love those.
Water park days were the best.
Yeah,
I hated them for some reason. I like a water slide, but I like a water slide in a more controlled environment, like a hotel or something. I don't like a water slide where there's like just people pissing everywhere.
Dude, they had ice cream of the future.
Will's got a very specific water slide day.
Yeah. I'm also, well, dude, I'll go to hotels just for the zip line. That's just what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about getting on one this weekend.
For fun?
If the Bachelor franchise wants to make a bounce back, their next cabin or they will add that to the pool.
Are they
scene.
smart enough to do this?
No. And it's probably quite the liability.
They've announced the guys for the next Bachelorette. Do you guys want to start breaking them down right now for the rest of the episode?
I'll give them a look. No, we don't have to do it on the episode.
I'll make fun of them. Just judging by their pictures. I'm not watching.
I got
show.
word that a friend of mine was going to be on this season of The Bachelor, but I was told not to talk about it because this was an inevitable situation. And I was devastated to see that he wasn't actually on the lineup.
Why
Yeah.
not? I was looking forward to that.
I know. I was told that it was very certain that this was happening.
So he made like the final cut or whatever.
guess.
Not the final one, but
I need to hit him up and ask. I'm just going to text him and ask what happened.
El Riz.
You know, a lot of time they have, well, like not a lot, all the time. I think they have like more than like the set number of cast members in the
Correct.
hotel, and they'll like decide at that point who they're bringing in.
I don't think we're telling tales out of school if we talk about somebody who had this happen to them and wrote a column about it for PGP,
Yeah,
right?
that's how I know.
Yeah. Like,
Katie, right?
they'll just cut people. Yeah, they'll just cut people.
Yeah, she got cut while she was already invited to the show, and she
Who
was in the
was
hotel
it?
waiting.
Can we say?
Katie Calloway.
Was Katie Cal?
She wrote
Yeah.
a column on it, so
Okay.
she's actually crushing the content game right now.
She is.
Wow.
Go search her on YouTube. She's fucking doing
Might need
vlogs
to
out the wazoo.
bring
I
her
love
in
a
to watch
vlog.
meeting.
Dude, I feel like the vlog format could work.
I have a fraternity brother that's supposed to be on this this season of The Bachelor.
That's
What-
right.
He's
Do
like
you-
3 years younger than me.
Do you have a grasp on what his potential role could be within the house, within the editing process?
He definitely wouldn't be the villain. I know
Okay.
that. He's too nice of a guy.
Do you know if he actually made the show?
Not sure. As of a month ago, when I was talking to the bachelor party, he was part of it, and he was on like
Really,
the
you were talking to
roster.
the Bachelor people as well,
No,
thinking
no.
about going on.
Other guys from the house. So yeah, he might be on it. James,
Fucking dox him, dude. Jeez.
if you see a guy named James on The Bachelor, right? Maybe he's a guy that was in my.
Yeah, there's only one dude named James who applied to be on The Bachelor. If you have a buddy on there, I might watch just to see. I would like to see this. I'm never watching The Bachelorette unless we know someone on there.
Done. I'm done
Unless
with
if they add a zip line, I promise you, I will watch.
I will watch if they do a zipline episode. I'll watch the zipline episode for sure.
If Mike from Adventure 365 is there,
it.
Do you guys like ziplines?
Sure.
I haven't done enough zip lines in my day.
The ones that you see people doing, like, Costa Rica that are really high up. I have the heights thing, so I won't do those. But if it's low and over water, yeah, for sure.
There's a zipline course in northern Michigan that's pretty fucking sick. Like like the locals don't do it as much because like it's like, oh cool, the zipline thing over there. But like I did it one year and I was very impressed.
fun?
I had a lot of fun. I understand how you could be on a reality show and not want to leave the zipline for sure.
Yeah, I need to add that to my rotation. I need a weekly zip line.
I just checked, and according to the website, he is on the roster.
Let's fucking
Oh,
go.
boy.
Let's fucking go, James.
I hope he has like a secret family or girlfriend or something that
Me
he gets
too.
busted for.
That'd be great.
Is it true that you have 4 kids, 2 dogs, a career? It's not what you said it was? I was like, that is true. It's not.
It's This Weekend in Fun, presented by our friends over at Rowback. Rowback.
Boom, boom, boom.
Backer 20 will yield you 20% off.
I've been so pleased with my Rowback gear that I've received lately. I've been wearing their shorts everywhere. They just dropped a ton of new stuff on their website, actually, if you guys are looking to actually get out there and
They
up
have-
the game.
Sorry, they have some new everyday shorts that I have been lucky enough to get my hands on.
Really? Huh.
I have some navy ones. I have some gray ones.
Mm.
And they are fantastic. They fit perfectly. They are the perfect length for me.
Dude, they've got some new stuff that's just they're killing it right now. They got the brunch ball polo. They've got one called the Surfcaster hoodie, and I appropriate surfing and steal their valor all the time, so I'm in on that. The Dunks Just a great looking pair of shorts. They got a cell phone pocket on that that liner, which is always big when you're trying to do something athletic. Go check it out. They got the turtle tracker polo, little tiny somethings on them. I love it all.
Joggers are on point. Hoodies. Their hats are. They have fantastic hats as well. Go check out Rowback. Rowback.com. Promo code BACKER20 for 20% off.
I don't totally understand how they have the most comfortable hats in the game. It doesn't really register for me that a polo company could lead the hat world in comfort, but that's what they do.
Yeah, they do. They very much do. Big fans over here.
Backer 20. Dylan, what are you doing this weekend?
Thanks, Will. My Friday is wide open. I'd very much like to do something. I'd very much like to step out. I'll do a dinner. I don't know what you guys have going on. You might already have plans, but if not, I'm going to be beating down your door to do something because I'm horned for it. Saturday and Sunday,
You're going to beat on my door?
I'll beat down your door.
Don't do that on my door.
Parks has a birthday party to go to Saturday. I'm taking him to. And we'll probably get a swim off at some point.
Where's the B-Day party? Zipline Park?
I wish. That would be sick.
Fuck yeah, it would.
It's at one of these like game places.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to
Like Wild Game?
Yeah, don't dox it. Good point.
You guys meet like boar and stuff?
Yeah. It's going to be crazy.
Play boar on the
It's a
floor?
Brazilian steakhouse is where the party's at.
Really?
I might do my birthday there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm looking for action. Your boy's looking for action. Dave?
Yeah, I got no action. My plan is to go to the Lifetime pool with my child a little bit. Let him play around there under the big mushroom waterfall thing they've got. It's real fun. It's a great scene.
Is he going to
It's very
macro
kid-friendly.
dose that water?
We'll meet you up there.
Okay, I'll see you. They have water slides too.
Really?
I've never actually been.
I
on
can
the
do a
water.
gym water slide.
He's too young
I
to
think
go on the
a gym water slide, I think, falls into my
They're-
umbrella of water slides.
They're pretty. I mean, they're not. It's not the Der Stuka or the Geronimo, but
gotta
it
be
is a sick slide.
42 inches tall to ride them.
I'll be honest. The Der Stuka water slide sounds racist.
Der Stuka?
Yeah,
It's German.
I know, but it just sounds.
I
like,
think it's German.
My Stuka.
Oh,
Well, that's what they called it. And I guess Rhodes probably isn't 42 inches tall, huh? Got a couple years.
don't know unless you measure him.
Makes sense. We'll check it out. Maybe I'll sneak him on.
It's
Maybe
only
you can bring
3.5
out-
feet.
Other than that, man, it's a low key weekend. It's low key. We'll be around. I might be available for some action. We'll see. Don't come, beating down my door or whatever you said you're gonna do. But you can send a text.
Okay, I'll probably just.
You
do
don't
that.
just show up. That's kind of rude.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm probably gonna be pulling more weeds. All this rain, man.
It's been good though. We needed it.
We did.
It's a big time weekend. I don't know. I'm fucking tired, man. I don't really want to do much this weekend, but unfortunately I have a lot on my docket this weekend. Friday, I'm going to go see noted comedian Theo Vaughn, noted road ruleser. Very excited about that, actually. This is one of those situations where you bought tickets like 5 months ago and kind of forgot it was this weekend, and then it's this weekend.
I watched one of his stand-up sets recently. He's a funny dude.
I'm excited to support him. I don't
Podcast is
I don't know
funny,
about his podcast or his stand up and everything like that, but he's entertaining enough to me that I would like to financially support him in some way.
Yeah.
He's got one of the smoothest voices that there is right now in the
He's
game.
got that southern drawl.
It's great. It's great. And then Saturday, I'm going to a birthday party for a child in Fritz's class. It's going to be a little uncomfortable as I do not know any of the parents very well from his class. And additionally, my wife will not be going to the party with me, which is just going to really expose me to having uncomfortable conversations with people whose names I should know but don't yet.
That's tough.
So I'll be doing that. I might tag along with one of my sister-in-laws and make her come with me so that I have someone that I can at least talk to in those moments when I don't have anyone to talk to. But time to branch out. Time to be that dog. And then it's my sister-in-law's birthday this weekend, and so I think we're doing something for her birthday. But
Sounds delightful.
the way that everything goes is that I'm always the last to know when we're doing something, so I have no clue what's actually going
We
down.
can just carve out a little Matt's El Rancho trip. It's usually how
Matt
it
sounds
goes.
great, man. I haven't had Matt's in a while. It's been a minute. It's been probably a month since I've actually had it. I've been doing this thing lately that's been really good. You get the nachos, but you get them poncho style. It's called.
Can we go this weekend?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Hang on. I want to hear about this.
Do you want me to unpackage this?
What's that like? Is it like onion based? Onion bean play or what?
I think it more has to do with like the steak on the nachos.
Oh, steak too.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, that's great.
Yeah.
Can we go this weekend?
If you order flautas, tell them Dave sent you.
That's not happening.
I would love to see what the waiter who has all the rings on his hands would say if I ordered the flautas and said, "Dude, my boy Dave sent me." He'd look at me and just go,
No, you have to say D-man.
Cool, man.
He'd say,
He knows me as,
"Okay."
he knows me as D-man. Original.
So yeah, that's it. That's it. I don't know. Not too much. Not too crazy.
Okay.
Nothing,
Killer,
nothing
man.
too wild.
Okay.
I'm excited to kind of have a low key weekend. Got a lot in the pipeline. You do anything sick this weekend, Randy? What's on the docket?
As of right now, nothing much. Might go to like a Dungeons and Dragons open event Saturday.
Let's
morning.
fucking go, Randy. Let's go.
Nice.
Pursue your passion.
Are you gonna LARP?
No, it's tabletop role playing, not live action role playing. God, David.
Really? So you guys just push each other over at these things?
Yeah, pretty much.
That sounds like a terrible meetup. A lot of concussions coming out of this meetup.
Good for you, Randy.
Sounds fun, honestly.
All right, good episode, guys.
Sometimes you
stuff.
got to live Mas.
Mm.
Let's get outta here.
Bye.